What's up, everybody? Al here, coming at you with another little video talking about the good, the bad, and the in-between of all the things that I do to better myself and to optimize my life to the fullest potential. Today's video is going to be in particular part of a series of videos that I'm doing now since I'm getting myself back into the acting world. And today I wanted to quickly talk about something that I've learned that has been very helpful, that could be very helpful to you, and that is things that you could do to educate yourself for the cheap or free that you might not be able to get from basically going to an acting school, because when I went to school, I went to a community college at Brookdale Community College, and I was very fortunate to have an acting mentor to teach me, acting techniques, but also more specifically tricks of the trade and ways of the trade for the acting world itself on the business end of things. And honestly, that to me is something that no matter who you are, if you're getting involved in Hollywood acting, guys, learn the business. Learn what is being needed. And there are so many ways you can do this on the fly that you don't need to go to an acting school and pay big top dollars for Ivy League schools unless you know somebody within those schools that is going to give you a hookup afterwards. And that's honestly the thing that you want to know about, is the know-to of and know-whos. That is priceless. That is where you will go ahead and pay for extra money if you have to. But one of the things that I came to learn about when I was getting involved in acting 5 to 6 years ago was that there's so many things you can do for free in the big cities that acting is very prevalent in, whether it be New York City, LA, or Atlanta. There's workshops where you can get connected with people who are already in the business and running the business that can give you the hookups right there. For example, I took a lot of workshops in New York City that were completely free. Some were not, but they were inexpensive. They were like $50-$60 at most. Some of them were way less than that. And I got to be acquainted with actual casting directors who are from big networks like ABC, BET, CBS, Comedy Central, and even movie studios like Warner Brothers and such, who will sit there and tell you exactly what they're looking for to hire you. Because the reality is, in acting in Hollywood, it doesn't matter if you are an actor, because I actually found out from almost every casting director, they hate actors. Meaning, oh yes, you don't want to come in saying, I can do anything. I'm an actor. I'm a professional. They don't give a fuck about that. They literally straight up told me, we don't care if you can act. We just care if you can act this part. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is gold. Okay, to know. It's gold. You want to know this, because that changes things when you give them your resume and your portfolio with your headshots of how you are going to go about with where you want to go in the acting world. Because let's say, for example, you want to get involved in comedy. Okay, you got to know how to tweak your resume for comedy. Or here's a good one. This was like the best advice I ever got from a workshop that I got for free. Which is, find out which actor you are constantly being reminded of from other people, who you look like, and been told that, hey, you look like this person. Find that out. because that particular information is going to tell you what type of roles you're most likely going to be casted in, because typecasting is still a thing. It is never go, and it's not going to go away. So if you look like, I used to be told that I looked like Chris Pine when I was much leaner, I was also told that I looked like Hugh Jackman for a bit, and John Stamos, and such. So I got, in particular, specifically for Chris Pine and Hugh Jackman when I was leaner again, I was, those particular actors, like, okay, gave me a perspective of what type of roles that I most likely would be casted for. Because if I look like these particular guys, then considering that, you know, Hugh Jackman was involved in a lot of action movies, like, because he was a Wolverine and X-Men. Chris Pine has Star Trek and sci-fi, so he had sci-fi under his belt and other fantasy roles. But these were also actors that were very versatile. They were generally casted as either lead roles or drama roles, dark and such. So there was a lot that gave me now an idea that when I decide I want to get back into acting, I want to tweak my resume with skills and presets that are particular to those type of roles, because those actually happen to be the roles that I would love to be involved with. You know, I would love to be casted for a DC or Marvel character role. So, one, keep my physique looking the part, keep my face looking the part, and then find ways to tweak my resume to show that I'm better for those particular roles. That way, it gives the casting director, if they decide, oh, I'm going to stop here and look at this person caught my eye, and then they flip over and see your resume. Oh, okay, they got they know how to do this, they know how to do that. Hey, you know what? I can use those skills for these particular films that I would actually see this person doing. So, boom, there you go. That's how you gave him something that makes him go, that's what I want to use them for. If you know that particular type of information right off the bat, boom, you got a advantage compared to everybody else, because who is just like gonna try to like shoot everything into the air and just see where it lands and see where you hit, you know, which is gonna get you nowhere or barely anywhere. So that's today's video. I hope this was very useful to anybody who is trying to get involved in acting, and that this might give you a leg up in your pursuit for acting. More videos like this to come. If you like this video, please like and subscribe for the channel to grow. I do appreciate you. You all have a good day. See you next time.